Let's be honest. There's a multitude of people who drink alcohol underage in college. It's no secret. But I think that the legal drinking age could use an update. I believe the age that we are all allowed to drink alcohol should be reduced to 18 years old, and I'll tell you a few reasons why this is plausible. There are three major points to bring into conversation: the brain, the current legality, and the underbelly of alcohol sales and the loopholes that young people find to acquire it. First off, let's talk about the brain and the body. We've all heard that alcohol could restrict our brains from developing if abused at a young age. While this is true for minors, according to Joshua K. Hartshorn, a member of the psychology department at Harvard, your brain processing power and memory peaks at the age of 18. If we were to adjust the legal drinking age to 18 years old, we could train healthy drinking practices early on and greatly reduce alcohol-involved accidents and alcohol poisoning in later years. Learning smart drinking techniques at this point in life would burn those skills into the developing brain and greatly reduce alcohol abuse in later life. You may think that younger people tend to drink too much and get poisoned by the alcohol. However, the CDC reports that 76% of people who die from alcohol poisoning are 35 to 64 years old, and there are 2,200 alcohol poisoning deaths in the US each year. Teaching young adults proper drinking technique would greatly reduce this number and help young people drink more responsibly into their older years. Let's move on to the legal side of things. At the age of 18 in the United States, you are allowed to vote, get drafted into war, and even purchase shotguns and rifles. This is a representation of how I believe the responsibility system in the US is flawed. I think it is very strange that you can be drafted into war and shipped off across the world at a moment's notice, but you can't legally obtain alcohol. There's one big exception to this rule in 31 states, including Wisconsin. Parents are allowed to furnish their children with alcohol, even if they are minors, as long as they are under supervision. This contradicts the federal law and sends mixed signals to minors and young adults who enjoy consuming alcohol responsibly with adults. A counter-argument to my proposal that may come up in conversation is the fact that 18-year-olds are not responsible and therefore should not be allowed to consume alcohol legally at that age. You may think young people like this are prone to break the law and commit crimes while under the influence, but the facts show otherwise. Most violent crimes, 65% of them, were committed by and against adults 25 and older. This fact shows that young adults, such as 18-year-olds, are not responsible for as many crimes as older adults are. All these things combined result in young adults looking for more devious ways of getting their hands on alcohol. According to the National Center on Addiction and Substance Abuse, underage drinking accounts for 17.5% or $22.5 billion of consumer spending for alcohol in the US. This proves the fact that regardless of laws, underage individuals are still going to drink and inevitably abuse that alcohol. 32.2% of college students have admitted to possessing a fake ID, and it has become a cultural norm amongst college students to obtain fake IDs and drink alcohol despite the laws. And it is becoming more and more simple to obtain these fake IDs in a new age of technology. If the legal drinking age was reduced to 18, it would greatly reduce the illegal sale and use of alcohol among young adults. These points should prove that there is strength in the argument that the drinking age in America should be changed to 18 years old. If the drinking age in America was reduced to 18 years of age, I believe that legal issues with fake IDs and underage selling would be eradicated, and smart drinking skills could be taught early on to reduce alcohol abuse in later years of life.